Cancer, if you clicked on this video because you felt that pull, you are exactly where you need to be. The energy of August 2026 is shifting, and the person who walked away, the one who left you questioning your worth, is now desperately trying to figure out how to chase you back. They deeply regret the pain they caused you in the past. But here is the twist they aren't telling you. They aren't just coming back to apologize. They are returning because they realize they cannot survive without your specific energy. Before we unlock this massive shift, tell me in the comments where you are watching from, and if you feel this truth in your soul, hit that like button and subscribe to Trusted Tarot to claim this energy. Let's dive in. Do not scroll past this moment. I need you to stop, take a deep breath, and really listen to the frequency of my voice right now. You were not supposed to find this reading by accident. The universe does not make mistakes, and the algorithm is simply a mirror reflecting your own energetic vibration. Your higher self, your intuition, and the spirit guides surrounding you have orchestrated this exact collision. You were meant to hear this message right now, on the 22nd of August, 2026, because the energetic tides have finally turned in your favor. You have been waiting for a sign, and this is it. Let's talk about what your body has been trying to tell you lately, because your physical vessel is picking up on this massive shift before your conscious mind even understands it. You have been experiencing this strange, fluttering sensation in your chest, especially right when you wake up in the morning or right as you are falling asleep. It is not anxiety, Cancer. It is the physical manifestation of energy moving toward you. You have felt an unusual restlessness, sudden tightness in your throat, and a strange compulsion to check your phone even when there are no notifications. Your body knows that a connection is trying to bridge the gap between you and them. But I also know that alongside this physical anticipation, you have been carrying a heavy emotional exhaustion. You have been so tired of hoping, so tired of analyzing every little detail, wondering if you imagine the connection. You have felt the sting of their past actions, the moments where they pulled away, the silence that felt like a rejection. It has drained your spirit, making you want to close your heart off completely. You have told yourself that you are done waiting, that you are moving on, yet a quiet, stubborn part of your soul refuses to let go of the bond you shared. This internal conflict has been bleeding into your subconscious mind, hasn't it? Lately, your dreams have been vividly, almost uncomfortably, focused on them. You are dreaming of conversations you never actually had, or replaying moments from the past but with different, softer endings. You are waking up with their name on the tip of your tongue, lingering feeling of their presence in the room. You are seeing their initials in the most random places on license plates, in songs, in the timestamps of your clock. These are not coincidences. Cancer, these are synchronicities. Your spirit guides are pinging your subconscious, preparing you for the download of truth that is about to enter your waking reality. But while you are receiving these gentle mystical nudges, the person you are thinking of is going through an absolute psychological reckoning. I need you to understand the severity of their current internal world, because it explains everything about why they are about to make their move. They are not just casually missing you, they are being haunted by the ghost of your absence. The reality of what they lost has finally crashed down on them, and it is suffocating them. They thought that walking away, or creating distance, would bring them clarity or freedom. Instead, it brought them a profound, echoing emptiness. They are looking around at their current life, at the distractions they used to fill their time with, and it all feels incredibly hollow now. Every time they try to replace the energy you provided, they fail miserably. They are remembering the way you looked at them, the way you understood them without them having to explain themselves, and the regret is physically aching in their chest. They are replaying their past mistakes, cringing at the words they said, the coldness they showed, and the unfair expectations they placed on you. They realize now that they were projecting their own unhealed wounds onto your beautiful, nurturing Cancer heart. It is a bitter pill for them to swallow, realizing that the very person they pushed away was the only one who truly saw their soul. Their ego is fighting it, but their spirit is breaking. They are experiencing a profound ego death, stripping away the false narratives they told themselves to justify their distance. But here is where we need to pause, because I cannot just tell you they are coming back without giving you the full context of how this is unfolding. You need to understand the sequence of events that is leading to this moment. Otherwise, when the shift happens, you might misinterpret their intentions. There is a specific catalyst that has forced them to break their silence, and it is tied to a realization they had just days ago. I need to explain the energetic blockages that were keeping them away and how those blockages have suddenly shattered. If I just tell you they are going to chase you, you might rush in with your guard down, or conversely, you might push them away out of lingering fear. You need to know the exact emotional state they are in when they reach out, so you can hold your power. The cards are showing me a very specific sequence of their internal awakening, and we need to walk through this together so you are fully prepared for the magnitude of their return. The catalyst that finally broke their silence was not something you did, but something the universe forced them to confront. It was a moment of profound, unavoidable stillness. Perhaps it was a song that came on the radio, specific scent that drifted through the air, or a quiet evening where the distractions of their daily life suddenly fell away, leaving them alone with their own thoughts. In that silence, the walls they built around their heart crumbled. They were forced to look in the mirror and face the stark, undeniable truth. They made a monumental mistake. The denial that had been protecting their ego finally shattered, and the weight of their regret came crashing down all at once. They tried to numb it, of course. They tried to convince themselves that they were fine, that moving on was the right choice, that the distance was necessary for their own growth. But the Cancer energy they walked away from is not something that can be easily replaced. It is a rare, anchoring frequency. When they tried to fill that void with new people, new projects, or superficial distractions, it all felt incredibly hollow. Every attempt to move forward only highlighted the glaring absence of your warmth, your intuition, and the profound safety they once felt in your presence. The regret is no longer just a passing thought, it has become a physical weight in their chest, constant, aching reminder of what they carelessly threw away. But here is the beautiful, empowering truth you need to hear right now, Cancer. While they were drowning in the sea of regret, you were quietly ascending. You were doing the deep, unseen inner work. You were healing the very wounds they helped create. Your vibration has been shifting, moving away from desperate longing and stepping firmly into sovereign self-worth. You may not have even realized how much your energy has changed, but the universe has. You stopped begging for crumbs, and in doing so, you became an entire feast. You reclaimed your power, and that shift in your energy is the exact reason they are now feeling this magnetic, undeniable pull back to you. This is the law of energetic reversal in action. The moment you genuinely began to detach, the moment you started to prioritize your own peace over their chaos, they felt the vacuum. It is as if a cord that they thought was permanently severed suddenly snapped taut, yanking them back to the reality of your connection. You might have even felt this shift in your own body before you understood what it meant. Perhaps you experienced a sudden, unexpected wave of calm last week, or a strange release of tension in your shoulders and jaw that you had been carrying for months. That was not random. That was your spirit registering the shift. You felt them feel you. The dynamic has flipped, and you are no longer the one waiting in the dark. Before we go deeper into the exact nature of the message they are preparing to send you, I want to invite you to anchor this energy. If you are feeling this resonance in your bones, if you are ready to claim this return and this profound healing, take a brief moment to subscribe to Trusted Tarot. This is not just a channel. It is a sacred sanctuary for souls like yours who are ready to step into their highest power and leave the past behind. By joining our community, you are not just clicking a button. You are making a spiritual declaration that you are open to receiving the love and clarity you deserve. The energy we build here together is what keeps these high vibrational timelines locked in place for you. Now, let us return to the impending shift. Because the nature of their communication is going to be very specific, I need you to understand that this is not going to be a casual, low effort, "Hey, what's up?" text designed to test the waters. The universe is demanding absolute authenticity from them now, and their spirit will not allow them to approach you with anything less than the truth. They are currently in a state of intense hesitation, drafting and deleting messages, terrified of your reaction, and they should be terrified because you are no longer the same person they left behind. You have boundaries now, you have clarity, and they know on a soul level that they have to earn their way back into your orbit. You might feel a sudden spike of anxiety at the mere thought of their name popping up on your screen. That old, familiar flutter of dread might try to rise in your throat, but I need you to reframe that sensation immediately. That is not dread, Cancer. That is your intuition alerting you that your boundaries are about to be tested, and more importantly, that you are entirely ready for it. Your body is preparing you to stand your ground, to receive their energy without absorbing their chaos. You are being called to observe, not to react. They are specifically regretting the way they made you feel small. They are realizing, with painful clarity, that your sensitivity was never a weakness. It was a profound emotional intelligence that they were simply too immature to handle at the time. They mistook your depth for neediness, your care for control, and your intuition for suspicion. Now, they are starving for that very depth. They are looking at the shallow interactions in their current life and realizing that no one else sees them the way you did. No one else holds the map to their soul the way you do. They are ready to confess this, to lay down their pride and admit that they were wrong, and that they were the one who was lost, not you. But there is a crucial layer to this that we must address. There is a specific reason this is happening right now, in the waning days of August 2026, and not a month ago or a year ago. There is a divine timing at play here. Very specific, narrow window of opportunity that is opening for both of you. The cosmos has aligned to offer a chance for genuine resolution, but this window is fragile. If you react from your old wounds, if you let your past pain dictate your present response, you could inadvertently close this door. You need to know exactly how to handle this first point of contact, how to receive their energy without compromising the beautiful healing you have achieved. When this contact finally arrives, it will not be a casual, low-effort message designed to test the waters. The universe is demanding absolute authenticity from them now, and their spirit will not allow them to approach you with anything less than the raw, unvarnished truth. I am seeing a voice note, or perhaps a late-night phone call that you might initially hesitate to answer. But when you do, or when you finally press play, the first thing you will notice is the tremor in their voice. The confident, detached facade they used to wear so effortlessly is completely gone. In its place is a profound, naked vulnerability. They are going to confess. They are going to look you in the eye either through the screen or across the distance, and admit that they were wrong. They will bring up a specific memory, a small, seemingly insignificant detail from your past that proves they have been obsessing over what they lost. They might mention the way you used to make them tea, or a specific conversation you had under the stars, or the exact way you looked at them when they were struggling. They will use this memory as a bridge to deliver their apology, and it will be deeply specific to the way they hurt you. They are going to explicitly apologize for making you feel unappreciated, for dismissing your intuition, and for making you question your own worth when you were only ever trying to love them correctly. They are finally admitting that your sensitivity was never a flaw. It was a profound emotional intelligence that they were simply too immature to handle at the time. But Cancer, I need you to listen to me very carefully right now, because this is the most critical part of this entire reading. When this message arrives, your nervous system is going to spike. The moment you hear their voice or read their words, flood of old memories will rush back. You will feel the ghost of the pain they caused you, the nights you cried yourself to sleep, the anxiety of waiting for them to choose you. Your immediate, instinctual reaction will be to soothe them. Your beautiful, nurturing Cancer heart will want to jump in and say, "It's okay, I understand, I forgive you, let's just fix this. Do not do this." This is your warning, and it comes from a place of deep spiritual protection. You must not let your old pain, or your deep-seated desire for harmony, distort the magnitude of this new message. If you immediately rush to comfort them, you will inadvertently teach them that their accountability has no consequences. You will absorb their chaos, and the dynamic will instantly revert to the old, exhausting pattern where you are the emotional caretaker, and they are the one who gets to make mistakes without facing the true weight of them. You have worked too hard for your peace to surrender it in a single moment of weakness. You must pause. When the message comes, I want you to physically step back from your phone. Take a deep, grounding breath. Feel your feet on the floor. Remind yourself that you are no longer the person who accepted breadcrumbs. You are the one who holds the standard now. Let them sit in the silence of their own vulnerability. Let them feel the discomfort of having laid their heart bare without you immediately rushing in to rescue them from it. This pause is not about playing games. It is about honoring the boundaries you have fought so hard to build. It is about receiving their energy clearly, defensively, and on your own terms. They need to know that your forgiveness is not a given. It is something that must be earned through consistent, changed behavior over time. By holding your boundary, by not immediately flooding them with reassurance, You are actually giving them the greatest gift possible, the space to truly sit with their regret and prove that their desire to chase you is rooted in genuine transformation, not just a fleeting moment of loneliness. You are teaching them how to love you properly, and that lesson begins with your unwavering self respect. This brings us to the profound question of timing. You might be wondering, why now? Why, after all this time? After all the silence and the distance, is the universe orchestrating this specific collision in late August 2026? This is not a random occurrence. This is the result of a karmic cycle finally reaching its point of completion. The cosmic energies have been slowly, methodically stripping away the illusions that kept you both trapped in a cycle of push and pull. For them, this timing is the result of hitting absolute rock bottom emotionally. They have exhausted every other avenue, every other distraction, and the universe has finally cornered them with the truth. For you, this timing is the result of your own silent, unseen growth. You have spent months, perhaps years, quietly upgrading your vibration. You have been learning to validate yourself, to find your own light, and to stop outsourcing your emotional stability to someone who could not hold it. The universe waits until both souls are at a specific frequency before it allows a reunion, because a reunion without internal change is just a repetition of the same painches you are ready. You have done the work, and now the divine window is opening. But a divine window is not a permanent door. It is a fleeting, sacred opportunity that requires you to be fully present, fully grounded, and fully aware of your own power. The next phase of this journey is about what happens after you hold that boundary. It is about the subtle shifts in their behavior that will prove this is real, and the specific ways your own life is about to expand as a direct result of you choosing yourself first. The cards are showing me a sudden, unexpected influx of clarity regarding your own path, a clarity that is directly tied to how you handle this exact moment. When you finally choose to hold your boundary, the silence that follows is not empty. It is thick, sacred, and profoundly transformative. You did not rush to soothe their anxiety. You did not send that reassuring text to make them feel better about their mistake. You let their confession hang in the air, and in doing so, you changed the entire gravitational pull of this connection. For the first time, they are experiencing the true weight of their actions without you there to cushion the fall. And here is what happens when a Cancer finally stands in their sovereign power. They do not run away. The old version of them might have retreated into their shell, feeling rejected and lashing out with coldness or defensiveness. But this is a new timeline. This is late August 2026, and the maturity they have been forced to develop is finally kicking inches. Your silence does not push them away, it pulls them in deeper. It sparks a profound, undeniable respect. They realize with absolute clarity that you are not a backup plan. You are not a safety net they can fall into whenever their ego gets bruised or their current reality fails to entertain them. Because you did not give them the easy way out, they are now forced to take tangible, real-world action. The universe is stripping away their ability to just talk their way out of this. They are beginning to show up differently. I am seeing a distinct shift from grand, empty promises to quiet, consistent effort. They are remembering these small things. They are aligning their daily actions with the apology they offered. They are giving you the space you need while simultaneously making it abundantly clear that they are not going anywhere. They are waiting for you patiently, proving that their desire to chase you is rooted in genuine transformation, not just a fleeting moment of loneliness. But the most beautiful part of this entire sequence is not just what is happening with them. It is what is happening with you. When you stop pouring your precious, vibrant energy into a black hole, the universe immediately redirects that energy back into your own life, multiplied. You have been holding onto a deep-seated belief that choosing yourself meant losing them forever. But the spiritual truth is the exact opposite. By choosing yourself, you have unlocked a floodgate of abundance that was previously blocked by your emotional exhaustion and your willingness to tolerate less than you deserved. Pay close attention to your career and your finances over the next few weeks. The mental fog that has been clouding your professional judgment is lifting. You are going to experience a sudden, unexpected surge of clarity regarding your path. A project that was stalled is suddenly moving forward. A financial opportunity or a conversation about your worth that felt just out of reach is now aligning perfectly with your skills. This is not a coincidence. This is the universe rewarding your self-respect. When you establish a firm boundary in your love life, you simultaneously raise your vibration in every other area of your existence. You are signaling to the cosmos that you know your value, and the cosmos is rushing to match that frequency. You might notice a physical release in your solar plexus, that tight knot of anxiety that has lived there for months finally unraveling. You are sleeping more deeply. You are waking up with a sense of purpose rather than a sense of dread. Your intuition, which they once dismissed as being too much, is now sharper than a blade. You are no longer guessing what is real and what is an illusion. You simply know you can look at a situation or look at them and immediately feel the truth of it in your body. This is your spiritual guidance system coming back online at full capacity, and it is your greatest protection. They are looking at this new version of you, and it is both terrifying and intoxicating to them. They are chasing the upgraded you. They are drawn to the quiet confidence you now carry, the way you no longer beg for their attention, the way your energy is self-contained and whole. They realize that they cannot love you the way they used to, because the person they used to love no longer exists. You have evolved. And if they want to be in your orbit, they must evolve with you. They are actively trying to figure out how to meet you at this new, higher altitude, and they are willing to put in the work to get there. This is the ultimate victory, Cancer. You did not have to fight for their love. You did not have to shrink yourself to fit into their limited capacity. You simply had to return to yourself, and in doing so, you forced the entire dynamic to elevate. But there is one final piece of this puzzle, one last energetic key you need to turn before you can fully step into this new reality with absolute peace. There is a specific final confirmation that is about to arrive, a sign that will seal this new chapter and leave no room for doubt in your mind. You have been asking the universe for a sign. In the quiet, desperate hours of the night, when the world is asleep and your mind is racing with a million different scenarios, you have whispered into the void, begging for just one undeniable piece of proof that this connection is not over. You asked for a confirmation that would shatter your skepticism, signs so specific, so perfectly timed, that it would leave absolutely no room for your logical mind to argue against it. And now, as we stand at the threshold of this late August 2026 energy, that exact sign is materializing in your waking reality. Because you are Cancer, your soul is intrinsically tied to the element of water. The final confirmation is going to come to you through a profound, undeniable encounter with water. It might be a sudden, unseasonal rainstorm that catches you off guard, washing away the heavy, stagnant energy you have been carrying for months. Or it might be a moment where you find yourself near a body of water, a river, lake, or even just the ocean, and you feel a sudden, physical release in your chest, as if a heavy stone has been lifted from your heart. In that exact moment, you will hear a specific phrase or see a specific symbol that perfectly mirrors a deeply private memory you shared with them. It will be a memory you thought they had completely forgotten, a memory that proves, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that they have been holding on to it just as tightly as you have. This sign is the final key turning in the lock. It is the universe's way of saying, you were not crazy, the connection was real, and the return is real. For so long, you have used your skepticism as a shield. You have told yourself that you need to protect your heart, that you need to keep your guard up so you don't get hurt again. And that was a necessary survival mechanism. But this sign will gently, yet firmly, ask you to lower the shield. It will invite you to step out of the defensive posture you have been holding and into the expansive, open energy of receiving. I know how exhausting it has been to carry that shield. I know the profound fatigue that settles into your bones when you are constantly bracing for impact, constantly waiting for the other shoe to drop, constantly analyzing every word and every silence to ensure you aren't being played for a fool. You have been so afraid of false hope. You have been terrified of opening your heart only to have it crushed all over again. But I need you to hear me when I tell you that this time is fundamentally different. The dynamic has not just shifted, it has been entirely alchemized. What is returning to you now is not the same broken, fragmented energy that left. It has been burned down to its core, purified by their intense regret, and rebuilt on a foundation of absolute unshakable truth. As you receive this final sign, I want you to physically feel the emotional release happening in your body right now. Imagine that tight, anxious knot in your stomach finally untying. Feel the tension leaving your jaw, the relaxation spreading through your shoulders. You are safe. You are finally safe to let your guard down, because the universe has orchestrated a scenario where your vulnerability is no longer a liability. It is your greatest power. You are being held in a cocoon of divine protection, and the love that is returning to you is wrapped in that exact same protective energy. You do not have to fight for this anymore. You just have to allow it. And here is the most beautiful, mind-bending part of this final confirmation. They are experiencing the exact same sign at the exact same time. This is not just a message for you, it is a shared synchronicity. While you are feeling that sudden release near the water, or hearing that specific phrase, they are miles away, experiencing a profound, echoing shift in their own spirit. They are looking at the same sky, feeling the same atmospheric pressure change, and realizing that the universe is actively pushing them toward you. They feel the cord between you pulling taut, vibrating with a frequency so high, so pure that it is impossible for them to ignore. They know with absolute spiritual certainty that they are being called home. This shared realization is also transforming your dream space. For months, your dreams have been chaotic, filled with anxious scenarios, running away, or trying to reach them through a fog. But as this final sign locks in, watch how your dreams shift. You will start having dreams of profound, peaceful clarity. You will dream of them looking at you with deep, unwavering adoration. You will dream of them handing you something symbolic, a key, ring, cup of water, letter. Your subconscious mind is no longer processing trauma, it is processing integration. Your spirit is preparing your physical body for the reality of their return, smoothing out the energetic wrinkles so that when they actually stand before you, it feels like a natural, divine homecoming rather than a shocking disruption. This is the completion of the soul contract. The lessons you were meant to learn about your own worth, about boundaries, and about the power of your own emotional depth have been fully mastered. You have graduated from the karmic classroom. The relationship that is forming now is not a trauma bond, it is a twin flame acceleration. They are chasing you not because they are desperate or lonely, but because their soul recognizes that you are the only one who can match this newly elevated frequency. They are chasing the divine feminine, the nurturing, deeply intuitive, fiercely protective Cancer energy that you have finally fully embodied. But to fully step into this new reality, to truly anchor this energy into your physical life, and ensure that this return manifests exactly as it is meant to, there is one final step you must take. You must seal this energy. You must move this from the realm of the ethereal and the mental into the physical, grounded reality of your body. The final chapter of this reading is a sacred closing ritual, a specific, grounding action that will lock in this timeline and prepare your physical vessel to receive the text, the call, the apology, and the profound love that is rushing toward you. Now, we arrive at the final threshold. The reading is coming to a close, but your manifestation is just beginning. We have spoken about the energetic shifts, the karmic completions, and the profound internal reckoning they are experiencing. But energy without a physical anchor remains just a possibility. To truly lock in this timeline, to signal to the universe that you are absolutely ready to receive this return, you must move this energy from the ethereal realm into your physical body. You must seal this contract with your own physical presence. I want you to do something for me right now, wherever you are. If you are driving, just listen to the tone of my voice and feel the vibration in your chest. But if you are in a safe, quiet space, I want you to gently place your dominant hand directly over your heart center. Feel the warmth of your palm against your skinches. Feel the steady, rhythmic beating of your heart beneath your fingers. That heartbeat is the drum of your own sovereignty. It has been beating for you through every sleepless night, through every moment of doubt, through every tear you shed when you thought you were entirely alone. Take a deep, slow breath in through your nose, drawing the air all the way down into that space beneath your hand. Hold it for a second, and then exhale completely through your mouth, letting out a soft sigh. As you exhale, I want you to visualize the heavy, stagnant energy of the past few months leaving your body. Imagine it as a dark, murky mist, and as it leaves your lips, it is instantly replaced by a cool, clear, healing blue light. This is your water element, Cancer. This is your natural state of flow, of emotional clarity, of deep, nurturing peace. Feel that cool blue light filling your chest, washing away the anxiety, washing away the fear of rejection, washing away the need to control the outcome. Now, I need you to repeat this affirmation after me, either out loud or silently in the deepest chamber of your mind. Say it with absolute conviction. Say it as if it is already your reality, because energetically, it already is. I release the need to chase. I am the anchor, and I am the prize. I receive love that is consistent, clear, and certain. I am safe to open my heart, for I am protected by my own worth. Feel the truth of those words settling into your cellular memory. You are the anchor. You are the one who holds the emotional depth, the intuitive wisdom, and the unconditional love. You do not need to chase the ocean when you are the ocean. They are the one who is returning to the shore, seeking the comfort, the safety, and the profound depth that only you can provide. You are safe to open your heart now, because your heart is no longer unguarded. It is protected by the fierce, unshakable boundary of your own self-worth. I know how tired you have been. I know the sheer exhaustion of being the strong one, of holding the vision for the relationship when they could not see it. I see the sacrifices you have made, the pieces of yourself you gave away trying to make them understand your depth. But I need you to know that none of it was in vain. Every tear you cried watered the seeds of your own spiritual evolution. Every moment of silence forced you to find your own voice. The universe did not abandon you in the dark. It was simply preparing you for the light that is about to flood your life. You are seen, you are deeply valued, and you are profoundly loved by the divine. To seal this energy and anchor this timeline into your physical reality, I need you to take one final action. I want you to go down to the comments right now and type the word receive. Do not just read it and scroll past. Type it, claim it. When you type that word, you are making a physical, digital declaration to the universe that you are open, you are ready, and you are accepting this return. You are telling the algorithm of your life that you are done with the old story, and you are claiming the new one. And if this reading found you at the exact right moment, if it brought you the clarity and the peace you have been desperately seeking, please subscribe to Trusted Tarot. Share this video with someone who needs to hear this message, or simply keep it in your back pocket to listen to again when you need a reminder of your own power. By joining our community, you are surrounding yourself with a collective energy of healing, high vibration, and spiritual truth. We are in this together, and your presence here elevates the frequency for everyone. Take one more deep breath in, and as you exhale, let your hand fall away from your heart. Carry this feeling of grounded peace with you as you go about the rest of your day. The shift has happened. The chase has begun. All you have to do now is stand still in your power, keep your heart open, and watch as they come to you. Until next time, trust your intuition, honor your boundaries, and remember your infinite worth.